Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
The Glore Psychiatric Museum stands on the former grounds of State Lunatic Asylum No. 2. The hospital opened in 1874 during a period of expanding public institutions. Missouri officials believed centralized care could bring order to mental illness. The campus was designed to manage large patient populations under supervision. Long corridors and structured routines shaped daily life inside the institution. Early treatment followed the philosophy known as moral therapy. Physicians believed calm surroundings could restore mental stability. Patients worked, followed schedules, and lived under constant observation. The hospital expanded rapidly as admissions continued to increase. Additional wings were constructed to support the growing population. At its height, the facility operated like a small self-contained city. Farms, workshops, kitchens, and service buildings supported daily operations. The institution aimed to remain self-sufficient and tightly organized. Medical theory shifted as decades passed. Hydrotherapy became widely practiced in state hospitals. Patients were immersed in baths for extended periods. Doctors believed water treatment reduced agitation and anxiety. Mechanical restraint devices were introduced as clinical tools. These devices were justified as methods to prevent injury. Later decades introduced surgical procedures aimed at altering behavior. Each phase reflected confidence in contemporary medical science. That confidence often overshadowed the voices of patients. Treatment decisions were made within strict institutional hierarchies. Oversight remained limited, and accountability often stayed internal to administrators. By the mid-20th century, psychiatric medications transformed treatment approaches. Public policy shifted towards deinstitutionalization across the nation. Large hospitals gradually declined in size and influence. The St. Joseph facility eventually closed its doors. Many former patients were transferred to community programs with limited support. Families faced new responsibilities without adequate preparation. The transition reshaped mental health care across Missouri. The ground floor introduces that history without hesitation. Full-scale replicas of early treatment devices stand prominently in view. The tranquilizer chair immediately commands attention. It was designed to immobilize patients for long durations. Physicians believed enforced stillness could calm distressed minds. Seeing it at full scale creates a powerful reaction. Its presence forces visitors to confront past assumptions directly. Original artifacts from treatment rooms deepen the experience. Surgical instruments reveal how psychiatry intersected with general medicine. Photographs document daily routines within institutional walls. Staff uniforms and administrative records provide human context. These objects connect policy decisions to lived experience. They remind visitors that every decision affects real individuals. One exhibit presents objects removed from a patient's stomach. The collection includes small items swallowed repeatedly over several years. The display is clinical in presentation yet striking in impact. It illustrates severe psychological distress without exaggeration. Visitors often pause longer in this section. The exhibit underscores the limits of understanding at the time. The ground floor establishes the emotional foundation of the museum. The exhibits do not sensationalize the past. They present evidence and invite reflection. The story revealed here is complex and sometimes uncomfortable. It demonstrates how medicine evolved through trial and correction. The museum begins by confronting history with clarity, weight, and force.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.